And welcome to Kyoudai Ai, the mostly weekly podcast where two brothers talk all things Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. I'm SuperJollyMac, your host for the evening, joined by DonTheVan, and today we continue our journey through Kamen Rider Faiz and Bakuryuu Sentai Abaranger. So go ahead, grab your Faiz gear, let's jump into the chaos, cue the theme song.
Oh, that skyline glow. We're back again to set the stage. Two brothers on a single page. From pixel worlds to hero shows. That's just the way our story goes. This is Kyoudai Ai!
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Every time you say cue the theme song, I always wait for music to play, but it never plays for us.
I could probably cue it in now that you can see everything that's going on. I could probably cue it in, but have you seen the opening?
I've seen it before, yeah.
Oh, you have seen it. The new one? Okay, what'd you think?
Wait.
You haven't seen it, see?
Wait, you changed the music again?
Bro, you haven't seen it.
How often do you change the music?
I didn't. I changed it a couple weeks back. I told you to listen to them.
Oh, I thought I did.
Did you check out the Toku one? You haven't checked out any of them.
You changed the music to the Toku?
The Toku sections have changed, and the podcast version has changed. The only one that hadn't was the JJKs.
I remember the music you used to have for the Toku. Because, it was very similar. No, I gotta go check out the new ones then. I've been busy, man.
I am hurt. So hurt.
Hey.
In fact, you know what? Watch it now. Let's have a live reaction. Give him the one camera. I gotta figure out a way to give you one camera. That'll be my next project for the next batch of episodes. That's what I'm gonna do. Give you the one.
How do I even do that?
You got your phone, right? You're not using your phone?
Oh, true. I do have my phone. All right. Okay. To my phone. Oh, I was watching a Kawasaki video. Oh man, I'm getting a call. I always get the call at the most inopportune times.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shame.
Hey, let me call you back.
You picked up the phone?
I did pick up the phone. Let me call you back. Just text me, please. Text me. I'll call you back.
So unprofessional.
I know, it's unprofessional. Hold on. I'll call you back. Okay. All right. So the one we're looking at, right, is...
Just check out last episode. It'll be on there.
Oh, yeah. Where the loading screen is?
Which one are you? Toku? You gotta watch a Toku episode.
Toku. Sorry.
Not JJK. JJK hasn't changed.
My bad. Okay. I was about to say,
This kid.
That's different. Yeah. I haven't heard that one. Hey. Wait. Why is the music coming in before we saw it?
What are you talking about?
Oh, wait. Am I not there yet? What? There's different songs?
This kid. Have you never seen this show?
What? No, I've seen the show. I didn't realize you made different... I thought... What? Everything I know is a lie.
The worst. So, the man doesn't even watch our stuff.
Hey, that's nice. I like it. All right, so cool. I've been busy. Stop it.
You'll have to check out the Toku ones. Which one did you watch? The podcast?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is it different?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You can catch those afterwards, though.
It's too late. I'm watching it now. That's too late. Wait, from 5 days ago?
If it's an Abaranger or Faiz episode, then yeah, I think all of those have been the new one. I think I changed it when we started Faiz.
Nice. I like it. I like it. That's pretty cool. I like it. Wait, hold on.
And they're a little bit different too. So you'll have to watch both of them, but same song.
Yeah. Too late. I'm already watching the loading screen is the same.
The loading screen is the same, yeah. Now I'm wondering if I should keep this in or not. Well, it's staying in for now.
Hey. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get into it. That is pretty cool.
So now that you've finally seen a little bit of the show that we make, games, you been playing anything lately?
The only thing I've played has been Where Winds Meet.
That
was actually really fun.
was it? I started creating. Yeah. Well, I created my character. It's just I haven't gotten too far in it. Mm-hmm. I think I got to the arrow guy. I don't know how far you're supposed to go before you get to explore and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
Well, after him, you can explore. So
okay.
Yeah. Shoot, you can explore now. You don't really gotta talk to him. But it is nice to get all the way to the part where you can play multiplayer and then you're straight to do whatever.
So are you playing the game in with everybody else, or is it like a separate, like you have to load to a multiplayer server?
So it's I see. Yeah. You do have to switch modes to like co-op mode, but it's the same world. So like you won't be able to do like the story mode per se unless you're in solo mode. But there's like other things that you can do with other people. Like I think there's like special events in the world, but then there's like challenge modes and everything where like you and your friends go in and take on like a fortress or something, or take on like waves of enemies type of thing.
Okay.
I haven't gotten to the point where you're like doing dungeons or anything like that, so I don't know what that's like. But also the single player mode is pretty cool too. That's how you like upgrade and do a bunch of different stuff. So it is pretty nice. But you can get a lot of cool weapons and stuff from doing the co-op things with people. Like, you can get stronger stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's like a nice balance of both. It does have MMO elements. Apparently it's not an MMO. Somebody told me it's not. So I was like, all right, well, whoop-de-doo. But it's like Genshin. They said it's like Genshin or what's the other game? Does the
Pokemon?
Zero. No. It's like Genshin or the Zeros something.
Oh, ZZZ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I started both of those and I didn't get very far.
Yeah. Gotta have people to play with, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, our brother's really into it, so.
I bet.
Mm-hmm. And then our uncle, he just wants to play games with us, so we should.
He needs to get the ones that I play. Final Fantasy 14. Everybody get into 14. No, the problem is you guys start too late. Like, you start at like 2 a.m, and I'm like, yo, I gotta be up in like 2 hours.
I only start that time because that's when Uncle is up.
So, I mean, I'm not hating, I just can't do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We'll see. Maybe every once in a while I can join, but
I was thinking about telling our uncle, like, hey, we should find a time where we can all get on at a decent time.
Seems hard, but
yeah.
If I get the server up and going, maybe I can get. Well, problem is a lot of that stuff is pretty intensive, and my server doesn't really have a graphics card because I don't need one. Mm-hmm. So certain games that probably won't be able to run a server of. Minecraft, I think I might be able to pull off, but other than that, well, I don't even know about the update because now it's got better graphics. I'd have to look into it, but yeah. Anything else?
As far as playing, not really. I'm resuming my Resident Evil 4 playthrough on my channel, so I'm probably gonna play that once we get off here.
Hmm.
I'm gonna record it so I can edit it over the weekend and everything. Yeah.
I need to borrow. You got? Oh, do I have it? I might have 4. I should play that. But
If you don't have it, I do have it, so I can bring it with me when we go.
yeah, I might have it. I know I have 8. I need to play 8. That might. Oh, I don't know. Should I play 8 first? I'm thinking about going back to Persona and finishing up 3. Because I have finished Ghosts of Yote.
Ooh, yeah. Get into what you're playing.
So I finished Ghosts of Yote, cleared the game. I did have to knock it down to easy for the last boss because I wasn't about to.
I was looking for it. My bad.
I wasn't about to just hit my head against a wall for like a couple hours against that dude. So I was like, screw it. Even on easy, man, he was like a handful.
Dude, you gotta channel your inner Elden Ring Lord and Dark Souls champion. You know, you gotta channel it and
I don't do that, man.
Right. Hey, it's never too late.
And I think this one was harder than Ghost of Tsushima because Tsushima, I mean, it wasn't easy, but like I could get through on normal. This one, like, you had to be on your toes. And even then, like, I would just pop into a fight and it'd be like, oh, I'm out of all of my resources. So this is not going to end well. But even if I had like fully upped all my stuff, I get into the fight and it's just the pacing of everything is so off. It's like you got to learn every boss. Yeah, I guess it is kind of like one of those games. It's just, man, I don't have time to be learning bosses and fighting them like 50 times. You get a good 2-3 runs out of me.
Well, you know what I say to that? I say get good. If you get good, you don't have to play it 50 times.
True. But like, I think the point of those games is you have to learn the boss and you learn by doing it. I guess if you are good though, you just run in and you can easily do it. Not that good.
Yeah. It is punishing. I mean, yeah. Or you could like really over level yourself, but there's no fun in over level.
Can't over level yourself in that game.
Really?
Yeah, but that's done. So now on to the next one. Other than that, a little bit of 14. I was debating whether to try to platinum Yote or not. Or just move to the next one. So we'll see.
I was gonna say, I feel like the platinums involve doing certain things with the bosses, and if the bosses are as hard as you say, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Tsushima was that bad. Yote, maybe, I don't know. I gotta see how close I am.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for me. Oh, 6. GTA 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
You getting it?
Most likely.
Oh.
Most likely, yeah. Most likely. If there's any game that's worth whatever price tag they put on it, it would be GTA. I think because Rockstar they don't really do their games. Like they really do make their games pretty full and immersive. So if there's any studio where paying a little bit extra for the game is worth it, it would be that. I can't see any other studio or company doing that though. Like I think Rockstar has been pretty consistent over there in like their, I don't know, 10 years at their word. Like they've been pretty consistent. And they gave us some pretty amazing games. Like Red Dead would have been worth $100 back when it first came out. Like, you know? So it's like, but yeah, I'm probably gonna get 6. I'm definitely into the Rockstar ecosystem. I can't lie. I need to play Red Dead 2 though. I do need to finish that.
Yeah. I'm not going back to Red Dead, I don't think.
Why?
Nothing against the game. It's just like it's so big.
Why?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I got other big games that I'm gonna play.
Much.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean with your time like constraints, I understand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I was gonna say, what did you think about 6?
I think it looks cool. I like GTA. And I'm a big single player person anyway, so I might pick it up.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's only digital, so I'm debating that. I guess if it was cheaper and only digital, I think I would go ahead and do it. I don't know. It is convenient to have digital, but I gotta think about it.
Well, I think they're gonna release a physical version like in December. Like it comes out what in October or November or something, and then I think they're gonna do like an actual physical copy in December. I think from what I heard when like people talking about it, they're doing like a all digital on release because they don't want the game to leak or anything like that. Which I get.
Maybe it's probably also like
I think
just trying to get everybody to buy a copy. Can't resell it back. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing that would kind of like I guess make me look at them sideways because they're planning on having like a physical case thing with the digital code in it, and then they're gonna do like the like disc later. Like if you have to pay the same price to get the actual case with the CD in it again, and they don't just give you the CD, I think that'd be a little bit that'd be a little messed up. But we'll see how it goes. Or like if they don't give you like a substantial discount, like I don't know, like oh pay like I don't know $10 for to just get the disc. It's like I can understand that. Okay, fine, $10 for a disc, but
then why
yeah,
would you? Because you already have the game.
To have it physical, like to have the actual physical, like the actual. I mean, again, like I'm that's giving them a big olive branch just for their track record. But like I said, if they do like kind of shady stuff or like make you have to pay for like the whole game again, then I'm like, all right. Yeah,
I don't know if I would
humble
consider.
that.
I think the whole thing might be a little bit shady, but I don't know if it would be shady to like because if you're gonna buy the game again, then you can just buy it and then what trade it back or sell it to somebody else. So
yeah,
but then you have the digital copy.
Mm. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I doubt they would do that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I guess we just gotta see how it goes, but I guess I could just keep it digital. That would probably be the best thing to do.
For them,
Unless
yeah.
people just. Oh, I guess people could wait. People can wait until the physical comes out.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, that's like them releasing something on PlayStation and then it comes out a couple months later for like PC or Xbox or something. It's like you just have to wait a little bit and then it'll do it. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Not many people have patience though, so I don't know. We'll see. But so far, it's sounding like something I would get like on the date, like when it comes out. So I don't know. We'll see. If I do though, it's because I put money aside for it already. That way, I'm not like dipping into anything. That's something I would just put money aside for a little bit by a little bit, just $10 every week or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see though. But there's a lot of good games coming out, so I don't know. I think Ocarina's supposed to come out around that time too.
Yeah, but if that's $80, I don't know. I don't know Nintendo. Like, yo.
Oh, if Ocarina's $80, so no, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna do GTA. I'm just doing GTA. It's okay. Like, there's a limit. There's a limit to what. There's a limit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about music? Let's keep it moving.
Music. Have I been listening to anything? I don't think I've been listening to anything. When I say I've been busy, I've been busy. I haven't listened to anything new. Yeah.
Well, I have been listening to a little bit of new music. The last couple of days I listened to, was it Chloe and Timbaland? I guess they did an album together.
Oh, you're talking about the twin, Chloe?
Yeah, from Chloe and Haley. I think that's the Chloe.
Oh, wow.
Pretty sure that was her. But there's an album with Timbaland, and it definitely sounds like Timbaland.
They might not be twins. Anyways, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if they were twins. Were they even sisters?
They are definitely sisters.
Are they sisters? I can't remember if they were sisters or like cousins.
Yeah, because they used to have like a YouTube channel or something. They got discovered on YouTube or something.
Okay.
I've heard about them on YouTube, but anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, album with Timbaland sounds like Timbaland. Like it sounds like a lot of Timbaland produced music. Like
Yeah.
That's the only way I could think of to make that sound. It's like I heard it pop on, and then I was like, huh. And then I saw the who it was, and I was like, yeah, that tracks. Chloe sounds a little bit like Brandy. I get like a Brandy vibe, an old Brandy vibe, maybe a little bit Aaliyah. But it's pretty good. There's a couple tracks I really liked. All of it's pretty, like, it's 757 music, so I'm in. Always been a Timbaland fan.
I'll have to try it out then. I might check it out. They get like a good 2 songs out of me. They gotta catch me in 2 songs. If not, it's over.
Yeah, I mean,
curtains.
There was one that really got me, and then the rest of them were like not bad.
Okay.
There were a couple that were decent, but like it's just kind of like that mood. It's kind of that mood, nothing else. But it was pretty good. I liked it. Other than that, I started listening to Tobu Toki from Vondi, which is the opening to Yomi no Sky. So he makes the opening to that show. The song is pretty good. It's got a Vondi vibe to it, so if you like him, you're gonna like the song. Even the opening, I would watch the opening too. It's pretty good. It's one of those songs. It's really good. And then who else? I also listened to, what is it? Blixt? BLXST. Have you heard of it? Him? BLXST. I don't know if it's like Blackest.
I think it's Blast.
It's what?
I don't think it's Blist. I know who you're talking about. It took a minute. I know who you're talking about. I thought it was Blast or something like that.
Blast?
Blixt. Yeah.
Okay. Blixt?
I don't know.
Sounds like Blixt. I don't know. That's how I see it.
It might be. I've never heard anybody say his name, actually, now that I think about it.
But it's pretty good. He's got like a kind of a chill vibe to him. So I like the couple of tracks that I heard. I might try to listen to that album.
I've heard his music before. I like him.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. He's chill. He's very chill. He's very chill. He's kind of like, oh man, you know what? I'm not even gonna try it. Well, I'd probably he's in the R&B realm, like Sir and all of them, Friday.
Okay. I thought you were talking about what's his name? I can't remember his name right now.
You remember a song?
I don't even remember the name of the song. What is it? Telephone? Call Me? Oh no, Location. Who does Location?
Oh, Khalid?
Khalid, yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem as produced as like Khalid.
Kind of like him. Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem as produced, but it's still good. I liked it.
I mean, he seems more, I won't say underground, but definitely more raw.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
What else? And then Jessie Reyes.
I like that.
I really liked her from, I heard a track. She was on, what's the dude that does a lot of DJ work? And then he does tracks with some big star people. It's not a lot to go off of.
I was like,
no,
okay.
Wild Thoughts was Khaled,
about,
DJ Khaled. No, it's not
Diplo?
Wild Thoughts. It's not Khaled. It's
not Diplo?
It's not Diplo.
Skrillex?
No, he's like Feels. Who did Feels?
Calvin Harris?
Calvin Harris, yes. She does a song with Calvin Harris that I really like, Jessie Reyes. And I think I heard one of her own songs. It's like F Jessie. And it's pretty good. I liked it. Okay. Except I don't know if that would get us tagged or something, but it's F Jessie. That's the name of the song. It's pretty good though. I liked it. But she did a song with Calvin Harris in the past, and I really like that one too. So I like her. She's pretty good. But those were like the couple that I remember listening to this past week.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Like I like Calvin Harris, and I've listened to like one or two Jessie Reyes tracks. I think she did something. If that's the person I'm thinking about, she did something with like Black or Six Lack or whatever, and like she did like a song or two with him, and I like their collaborations. So, but yeah, she's cool too. So,
Yeah.
all right, it's not bad for music. Okay, my guy's he's discovering some new people. Let's go.
I'm young.
Well,
I can do the thing.
You're young.
Yeah. Let's keep it moving to watching though. You been watching anything?
Not much, I'll be honest. I'm watching with my dad. We're watching Something Very Bad Is Gonna Happen, which is on Netflix.
That sounds familiar.
It's a really good show.
Is it?
It is. We're enjoying it a lot. We got one more episode left before we're done with it completely. So that's been pretty nice. I need to go watch Vox Machina. They have a new season out. It's on Amazon. They have I can't wait. They have a new season out, and then what else? House of Dragons just started their new season, so they're doing episodes every week. So their first episode came out for the new season, so I need to watch that. And then my friend is trying to get me to watch Akame ga Kill or something like that.
What?
Akame ga Kill?
Kame ga Kill. That sounds familiar for some reason. Is that an anime?
Mm-hmm. It's about assassins.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I watched the first episode, then I fell asleep on like the second or third one. It was a long day. So that was probably the wrong time to start watching the show. I was out of it. Like, yeah, I was already kind of yawning before I even hit play. So I was done. But from what I did see, it actually looked pretty cool. I was like, oh, I can get into this. I was just tired. And then I think I like woke up on the third episode and I said, well, who are all these people? It was great. But that's a cool show. So I'm gonna actually add that to my watch list. And I still need to watch that show that was made by the same person who did Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, Yomi no Sky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need to watch that one.
Yeah. Are you done?
Watching. Mm-hmm.
Then I have caught up to last season's anime that I picked. I don't think the list is out or at least I haven't seen one. I've seen some of the Netflix ones pop up, but I haven't seen the complete summer anime list. Some of the lists that I've looked at sounds like a lot of those spring ones are getting second cores in the summer. So a lot of them are continuing on over summer. So I'll probably still be watching those 4. Every season I try to pick 4 and then maybe go back to an old one and catch up on it. Yomi no Sky, I think, is getting a second core. Liar Game, I think it's getting a second core. What else am I watching? Tongari no Boshi. Atelier. Witch Hat Atelier might be getting a second core. And then I think there was one more. ReZero. I think that's getting a second core too. So I think I'll be watching all 4 of those again next season. And then there's a couple other ones that I want to watch that I have to look at the list again, but there's a couple I want. One, I think it's like Smoking in an Alley with You or something like that. And then there's a couple other ones.
Yeah.
But those I am up to date on, and they're all decent. I think I will continue going on them, but obviously they have different rankings. And then Sueto Tsurugi no Wisteria, I started watching episode 1 like a couple hours ago. And then I got interrupted, but it's Wand and Sword. Wisteria Wand and Sword. Seems pretty cool. It was recommended to me a couple times, and I'm finally watching season 1. So far, seems interesting. I'll probably give it a try. Very pretty.
We like pretty shows.
Yeah. And then I did boot up the next episode of It, but I did not keep going.
So close.
So close. I'm close.
I know. I can't wait.
The problem is it's like an hour,
counting down the days.
so I got to sit down for the whole episode, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But then I'll watch 2 episodes of something else, so it's like, well, I could have watched it, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Hold on. Hit pause.
Yeah.
Hit pause.
But hopefully next episode we'll have like a list of all of the summer anime. I think they should start next week, so I'll have to look up the list again. I might add 1 or 2 more.
Yeah.
Slime, I think, is also getting a second core. I might catch up on Slime and then keep that one going. I need to catch up on One Piece too. Those might just be, maybe this season will be a catch up.
Yeah. You got to catch up. Our brother definitely has finished One Piece, I think.
Oh, he's caught up?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I need to catch up.
Yeah, he kind of like, he went through it. Hold on. Keep going.
Well, I don't know if I can keep going because it's up to you now. But yeah, there's like smoking. There's one about this couple that's smoking, and then there's a couple other summer anime that I'm looking into. There's one that's got these little kids, but it looks really like it's a drug fuel thing that's going on. I don't remember the name of it. I gotta watch it again, but hopefully by next episode I'll catch most of the trailers. Maybe I'll do that the rest of this week. I'll just figure out what's coming out next season and watch the trailers of all of the new ones. But I already know I'm gonna have my hand full with the ones that have second cores running next season. I'm surprised there's so many. But and now we will wait for the van.
And I'm back.
Okay. I think that's it for watching, though. So we're ready for JJK.
Yes, we are. Also, our brother, he said, "Oh, I haven't gotten an invite to be a part of the podcast." And I was like, "Yes, you have." I told him, "So you gotta watch the shows." So I said I would mention it. We'll see.
We'll see.
He was like, "Oh, I haven't seen any episodes." I said, "That sounds like a personal problem. We definitely shared the links with you." But yeah, sorry, he was knocking at the door. But yeah, that does cover watching for this week. I'm still waiting for you to catch up on it or Welcome to Deity.
It'll come. It'll come.
It'll happen. Soon enough. All right. Well, with that leads us into our anime section, which is going to be shorter this week because we only have 1 episode of JJK left for season 2.
The final.
Which anyways, so we're going to kick this episode off with episode 47. Obviously, if you haven't seen any episode of this season, I don't know what you're doing. You should definitely stop. Go watch the entire season. Come back and rock with us. But if you have been keeping up with this, we love you. All right, so episode 47, Shibuya Incident, Gate Close. We open with Yuki talking to the brain. I'm going to call him the brain from now on because I'm just not going to call him Geto. He's the brain until we learn his name. Yuki is talking to the brain still. And all of this is happening inside that hole that Sukuna kind of left behind from his fight with Chogo. So I was like, yo, why do they keep showing this hole in the ground? Yeah, that's because that's the hole that Sukuna left. Just a hole in the city. But with that, the brain's kind of like talking to Yuki about his plan, technically Geto's plan and her plan when they had their talk at the beginning. But he was like, yeah, really, truly, yada, yada, yap, yap. I'm just glad that, I was able to absorb Mahito when he was strong enough, because once I absorb him, they can't get any stronger. And then he thanks Yuji for like helping Mahito mature enough to be absorbed. And so he like kind of idle transfigures the Tengen barrier that's like around Japan or Shibuya and everything like that. And then pretty much as he's saying this, Urahime releases her technique, the ice technique, because she's exhausted. She's like, I just did a whole reverse technique, and you expect me to keep this up? Yeah, bro, you got this. And so as that, I'm not gonna lie, the brain dropped some crazy lore on our heads as he was talking. I'm still spinning from it, trying to wrap my head around it and everything like that. And he had an insane plan for how he's going about everything. So, but with that, we pretty much learned that he created people who could be like vessels, like Yuji. He also created people who had techniques, but not really the brains to like to utilize them properly. I think that's what he said, or something like that. Kind of like the school guy that Yuji was trying to protect earlier, and then and I guess kind of like Chozo, I think. And then but he was saying that he also made a whole bunch of different like cursed spirits and everything like that that were also in the same realm, and like he just spent thousands of years just like creating all of these different things and different people and letting them rest dormant, because he had people who were like in a coma, which I think is like Megumi's sister, who was like sleeping in a bed, and so she was like underneath his like, I guess, transfer power. And then like he released the seal, like he like just had like a ribbon or whatever, and he released the seal, the cursed object seal, and he was like, yeah, I just released them all, so have fun with that. And then everybody's like waking up, he wants them to fight each other and all of that, and then they're like, that's a lot. And so, and with that, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna bounce now. I'm gonna leave. Also, here's like a million cursed spirits for you guys to deal with. Have fun. And then he takes the prison realm with him, and then Yuji's like, Dojo! And then pretty much the brain leaves. So, and with that, right before he leaves, he also tells Sukuna, he said, it's starting again. He's like, I hope you can hear me, Sukuna. He said, it's starting again. The world of Heian, the golden age. That's so cool. Does it open up?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. The golden age of Jujutsu. And so with that, a plethora of cursed spirits have been released, and we get like glimpses and images of just like, I guess, the world changing, like the normal people, and also the Jujutsu society kind of just talking about what's happening now. I will say the tone of the world has completely shifted. Like it feels completely different now, like after he leaves. Like it's like the tone of the show changed. And so and with that, we're seeing the cursed kind of spirits just kind of run out, and then we get an image or a scene of a girl in like a convenience store eating some rice packets and everything in a store. And then with that, she gets lured outside, but then the girl is saved by Yuta and Rika. We haven't seen them in a while, like an entire season. And so with that, they save her and everything like that. And then we cut to a scene of Yuta, I guess, talking to the Jujutsu heads or the people who make the rules for the society. And Yuta vows to kill Yuji himself because he, aka Sukuna, cut off Toge's arms in Shibuya. I mean, they were pretty tight. They were best buds, kind of like Yuji and Todo, but we're not gonna go there. So a notice was also released from Jujutsu headquarters, and pretty much it said, 1, Geto survival has been confirmed, and so we're gonna reinstate his death sentence. 2, Gojo is deemed an accomplice to the Shibuya incident and has been expelled from the Jujutsu Society. Also, any attempt to free him will be seen as a crime. Okay, sounds like jealousy to me. But 3, Yaga, the principal of the Tokyo school, is sentenced to death for inciting Gojo and Geto into causing the Shibuya incident. Houseway, where? This sounds like somebody is taking this opportunity to get rid of some people. That's all I'm going to say. And then number 4, the suspension on Yuji's death sentence has been revoked, and his execution shall be carried out promptly, expeditiously, if you will. And then number 5, special grade sorcerer Yuta Akotsu is appointed to execute Yuji Itadori. Of course they would send him. Oh, this is going to end well for somebody. Yuta. All right. And so with that, we kind of like, I mean, it kind of just kind of dwindles off into like the last scene where we see Yuji kind of walking on a bridge and he hits his own boogie woogie and summons cursed spirits? Question mark. And that's the end of the episode. I know he didn't do a boogie woogie, but that's the end of the episode. What did you think?
I thought it was a cool ending for this season, setting up future storylines. Yeah, it's a lot of information that they give you before they just cut to the last half of the episode, which seems like it's mostly set up. Well, I guess the first half is kind of set up too, because it's just Geto kind of going through all of the stuff he had set into motion. And a lot of it does seem like it ties into stuff that's been going on the whole time. The only thing I wasn't sure was, is it Yuki, I think, is the one that came in? She was like, yeah, I'm not really on your side. So it's almost like she was trying to, I'm not sure how she fit in with everything. Like, was she trying to buy Geto or Brain time to do something? Them time to do something? She said she wasn't on somebody's side. So I couldn't figure out. I thought it was like the sorcerer's side.
Yeah.
So it felt, no, that happened this season. Man, this is a long season. They did a lot in this season. Like at the beginning of the season when she was talking to Geto, I think she's still on her thing, like trying to get rid of all of the cursed energy. Somehow. So we'll see.
She wanted to get rid of the cursed spirits and the cursed users and sorcerers, like the Jujutsu sorcerers and everything. She wanted to get rid of everybody. So, and I think when she came in and talked to Geto, she was like, yeah, I changed my plan, but I think I'm going to go back to like my original plan or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like, she was like, yeah, I was actually talking to Geto, but sure, I'll talk to you, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So, but yeah, I mean, when she said that, I was like, oh, maybe she's talking to like Yuji's team or something. Like maybe this is the aftermath. It was kind of hard to follow because they were kind of cutting between the real world or civilians and the Jujutsu society. But like I wasn't sure if like they had her talking to like this is like a talk with her and Geto or who she was talking to. So it's hard to, or if she was talking to like the Jujutsu, like the head people, because they might have been trying to recruit her since they recruited Yuta or had him appointed. So yeah, it's kind of hard. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if it's gonna come back in the next season or not. I don't know.
I'm sure it will. Something tells me next season there's going to be a lot of people not making it because they already took out a bunch of people. Yeah, like Tokyo is gone. I thought it was cool how they set up, okay, in order to stop the spread, we're going to tell everybody all of the cursed spirits exist, but they can only exist in Tokyo. And like, it goes back to how the cursed energy has to have like a way, like it's people's subconsciously like sending forth that energy, and they're trying to make it so everybody thinks that they can only exist there, which will save the rest of the country. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting way to go about it. I'm surprised that works, but it does kind of follow the rules they set up earlier in the series, so I'm not mad at it. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be like having a free-for-all. I'm pumped for season 3. Let's go.
Yeah, I can't wait for season 3. Season 3 is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Let's go. I just want you to know. I've been thinking about it all week. I'm like, season 3 is around the corner. Season 3 is around the corner. We get to see what happens. It took a lot of self-discipline.
Yeah.
Self-control to not start season 3.
That's going to be on the list for next. That's going to be in summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Bleach is back too, but yeah. So season 3, yeah, that's going to be in the summer.
We should watch Bleach. That's my show. I love Bleach. I love Bleach so much. Anyways, but we're here to talk about JJK. So yeah, I think it was pretty cool. Something that took through me was it was the brain's plan this whole time to like absorb Mahito, and just like to see to realize that that's his whole plan is like that's insane. It's like I wonder how that's gonna happen. I wonder if he's gonna like use Mahito later, and then he's gonna be like, he's like, we meet again, Yuji, or something. Like I don't know. I wonder how that's gonna play out, or even if they're even gonna see the brain again, because bro just like did.
Yeah.
don't know where he's at. That's just crazy. It's like bro, Mahito did all of that just to go out like that. That's crazy. I'm upset. I'm upset. Like we could have at least helped Nabora, please. Like at the very least. I'm upset.
I'm sure Mahito is pissed too. Sucks to be you, bro.
I don't really care if you pissed or not.
But I don't know if we'll see
That's
Mahito
insane.
come back. I know he might be summoned, but I don't know if it.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah.
It definitely can't be the same. Yeah.
But he uses all those powers like
great.
immediately, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say he said he wanted to get Jogo too. So
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess Jogo is gonna get reborn.
Eventually,
Is that
yeah.
what happens? Like for them, they like die and they get reborn. I wonder if do they keep their memories? I don't know. Did they ever say that?
When they're reborn? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I should look into that. But it's gonna be interesting. What do you think is gonna happen in season 3?
I don't know. It sounds like everybody's probably gonna be everybody going after Yuji at this point. It sounds like there's gonna be like a battle royale in the middle of Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it'll just be like, okay, everybody, now's the time, and everybody's fighting, and everybody just shows up in one spot, and like there's this huge fight. They gotta kind of like break off into little sections, though. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Because Tokyo is only so big.
Hey, the Jujutsu Society is only so big.
Yeah. I doubt they would do something like a tournament arc, right? So it's got to be like just a. But like, who's still left even then? Because like,
well,
they lost a lot of
they
people.
got Maki.
What?
Maki's left. Panda's
Hopefully.
left. Toge is still
We haven't
alive.
seen Maki.
But she didn't die though. Remember, because Jogo left.
Jogo left, but she was still in Tokyo. Sukuna like wiped out everything.
He didn't wipe out the entire Shibuya.
Oh yeah, this is not all of Tokyo, just Shibuya. Yeah, that's true. So maybe she could still be alive, but then why was Nanami by himself and Maki wasn't there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe Nanami was just out of it or something.
Could be.
That's a great question. I don't know why, or maybe they sent her off. I don't know. That is a good question.
So yeah, well, hopefully next season we'll find out who's still alive and who's still like able to fight.
I was gonna say they still have the whole Kyoto school too. Like, well, not the whole Kyoto school, but they have the students from Kyoto too. They didn't get smoked.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna go back to going against. I would assume they would go against. Well, we could talk about this in the next episode.
Oh, okay. All right.
So let's keep it to this episode for now.
Okay, fine.
But next episode we'll be talking about season 2 as a whole.
Okay, fine. That's fair. I will say for this episode, I guess I'm kind of glad the Kyoto school students did survive the fight, like because the ice melted and just let them be, and everything. And then we did get confirmed that May is alive, because that one chick was like, yeah, my comrade, my allies, with May protecting May and somebody else. So the other girl, I think. But yeah, so it is confirmed they are alive. Because I think May was like sniping or something like that. So
May.
May, Zenin.
Oh, okay.
Maki's sister.
Oh, Mai.
Oh, am I saying it wrong? Oh, Mai.
It's like May. What? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm good.
Not me. Yeah, great power, you know. So, but yeah, okay. Well, that concludes anime. Unless you have something else to add to it.
No. But next week we will be talking about season 2 as a whole. We'll be doing all the things we did for season 1. Probably favorite characters, favorite fight. I forget what else we did. I'll have to make a list and go after them again.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah, and then we can talk about what we think about the future and everything as a whole.
Okay. Fine.
With that being said, let's go ahead and move over to the Toku side of the evening. We're watching Bakuryuu Sentai Abaranger and Kamen Rider Faiz. This week we're going to talk about episodes 23 and 24 of both series. Obviously, spoilers ahead for all of those. If you haven't seen them, go catch up and then come back and see what we thought. We are going to start with Bakuryuu Sentai Abaranger episode 23. Abare EM Wave. Dogyun. Abare Denpa Dogyun. So we open up with the Abarangers frantically searching around the city for the real Trinoid while trying to break up chaotic ESP powered street fights between the kids that are brainwashed. The situation gets really close to home when they get an emergency message from Emily. And it's shown that Mai has kind of lost it while she was at the Dino House. And she trashed it and then passed out. Back over at the Evolian base, Des Chen is acting out and reveals that his true goal is to wait for Abare Killer and the Abarangers to completely wear each other down, and then they can just slide in and destroy all of them at once. Meanwhile, Killer is holding Baki-chan and Mineko hostage and telling them to kind of join him or die. And then we kind of see Top Galer and Killer discuss that Top Galer is going to be using Killer, and if he's fine with it, and Killer's just like, yeah, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Seeing Mai kind of go out of control, though, we head back to the Dino House and see Mai go out of control, sends Ryoga kind of into a depression, convinced that he's a failure as her guardian. But the team kind of gets breakthrough when Yukito notices a small reflection shifting inside of one of Mai's tears. And then when he scoops it up and looks into it, or when they look into it, they see that the true Trinoid is broadcasting itself into everybody's minds through the airwaves. Ranru quickly uses a small clone from the other episode to build a tracker that can pinpoint the exact broadcast signal, tracing it to a local TV studio warehouse. On the way, they're blocked by Abare Killer, who launches an ambush on them. They transform to fight him off, but Killer suddenly just gets bored and is like, well, go ahead and head to the warehouse. I'm sure you'll love what's in there. So he walks away and lets them go into the warehouse. Once inside, they meet the Putty Princess Sisters and all of the production crew, the soda crew, everybody else, all in the same warehouse. And then they reveal that they weren't actually brainwashed at all. They were willingly working with the monster just to get money and fame. Then the team gets ambushed, and they finally realize that the actual Trinoid was hiding inside the studio's main television camera lens. The president, the TV station president, suddenly realizes that his own granddaughter has fallen prey to the brainwashing. And then Ryoga uses that chance to smash the camera, forcing the real Trinoid out in the open. The Abarangers tell everyone else to just get out, and then they start fighting the monster. It's Muka Denpange, and he ends up projecting holograms of all of the Putty Princess sisters to attack the Rangers. And from the shadow, Killer watches as the battle keeps going on and commands the Trinoid to just buy as much time as he can so that the Rangers kind of lose the game. The Abarangers get driven into a corner until Asuka spots the antenna, and then he destroys it, instantly making the idols vanish. The team, was it Asuka or Yukito? One of them manages to destroy the antenna. The team rallies and then destroys the monster, but then they kind of pass out after they destroy the Trinoid, even though the barrier around Baki-chan and Demon Echo kind of disappears. So even though that barrier is gone, everybody's passed out, and then they don't get up until it's past sunset. So they start racing to the Sea of Trees where the Bakuryuu are held, but they don't end up making it in time. And then Abaranger Killer actually ends up forcing them to join him. And then he has them combine with Killer O to form this huge new robot called Killer O Nagure Sunokodon, which kind of gives him a wrecking ball and a buzzsaw arm. The remaining Bakuryuu arrive on the scene, and then they all form Abareno to try to snap their friends out of it. But the upgraded Killer O completely defeats them pretty easily. Just as Abaranger Killer moves in to deliver the final blow, the Trinoid pops up again in giant form and attacks Killer O from behind. So this seems like it's the time that Des-chan was waiting for. Killer O gets pissed off, and then he turns around and kind of attacks the Trinoid, and then the Rangers, Abareno, also comes in to help defeat it. Once that's done, Abaranger Killer just kind of casually leaves the area, not like worried at all. And I think that's, oh wait, no, instead of celebrating the monster's defeat, we kind of end on this note where Yoga sits in silence, kind of depressed because all of the humans were actually willing participants in the Evolians kind of scheme. And that's kind of where we leave the episode. What do you think?
I thought it was interesting that the Evolian Trinoid was in the tiers this time. I thought that was a cool way to kind of do things. I'll say, I'm telling you, this guy is getting to Ryoga. I promise you, Ryoga is getting serious. He's so happy-go-lucky, but I'm telling you, by the end of the season, he's not going to be he's still going to have, obviously, his same character trait of being happy-go-lucky. But I'm telling you, he's going to go through a whole thing in the show where he gets, like, super serious, and then he'll have to, like, find himself being happy again or something. It's going to be, like, a really quick arc, but whatever. It's going to happen. I promise. I swear. I feel like it's going to happen. I could be wrong, though, but that's what I'm seeing happen. He's having too many moments where he's disappointed in humanity and the way people are going.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for him this episode because it's like, first it was like, okay, well, the Trinoid is just one of them in disguise, maybe, because I originally thought it might be like the three Putty sisters, like he split up somehow into three forms and then he combines. But then when it's just like the humans are actually just on board, all of them, it's like, oh man, that's not good for Ryoga. That sucks.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I will say they did good with the misdirection this time, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one was actually really good for misdirection. I wasn't sure where it was. Was he in the dish? Was he in the camera? Was he one of the humans disguised? Was he not? Was he actually a small dude in the tiers that separated off? What was happening? So this was actually a really, I don't know. I like this one. This one was creative. It was nice. It was good.
Yeah, I thought it was the president for the longest. So
it's a classic whodunit.
Yeah. Last episode I thought it was the president, and then this time I was like, oh, they're gonna turn those girls into it somehow. It's like, oh, okay, well, Nope.
Those lyrics are a little bit too dark.
Yeah, those lyrics were wow, bro.
There you go. But all in all, I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it. So, that's it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I did not expect the Bakuryuu to like lose. I was like, hey, they defeated him. Why are they still sitting there? It's like messed up. Like they freed him.
Yeah.
They should be done. And then when the explosion happens, I was like, oh, they actually like set off the explosion. It's like, what is this show doing? And then when they kind of got stolen by Killer, it became like, oh man, like, okay, what is this show doing? Because like, how are they going to get back now? So yeah, we'll see. Killer sucks though. Yeah. So I don't know how they're going to redeem that dude.
That's the thing. That's the beautiful thing. They don't.
What is it? Nakadai?
What is that?
Nakadai? Is it? I forget what his name is.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even taken the time to learn his name.
It's like, whatever, dude. You suck.
Yeah. I know Asuka, but that's it.
Anything else?
I don't know. That's it for this one for me.
Well, we can move on to episode 24 then to finish off Abaranger for this week. Abare Schoolgirls Unbelievable. Abare Joshiko se Arienai. Man, that phrase is old AF. Over at the base, the Evolians are kind of complaining about Abare Killer constantly hijacking their trinoids whenever they try to attack the city now. So they kind of think about just sitting back and letting the humans fight between themselves for a little bit. But then Des-chan comes in and just like wrecks house and then kicks Mikela and Vofa to the surface to investigate. Back at the shop, Emily is doing her best to cheer up Ryoga, who is still depressed. Yukito suggests they stop playing defense and take the fight straight to Nakadai before heading out by himself to track him down. Meanwhile, Mikela and Vofa are wandering around random places on Earth, stealing items from stores when Killer approaches them, and then they kind of get surrounded by high school girls who are obsessed with taking pictures of them. Killer drops a hilarious line saying that high school girls are the best thing on Earth, but then the fun ends when Mikela pulls out this magical collection book and then sucks in both Killer and Trinoid number 13 into his book. One of the high school girls snaps a picture of what's going on and sends it to Emily. And then Ryoga, Asuka, and Ranu head out to investigate, only to find Mikela and Vofa using their new popularity with the crowd to kind of chat them up and find things out about the Earth. The villains immediately turn on the Abarangers and attacks, but Jan shows up to back them up. I think it's Jan. The core 3 transform and attack, but the Volians are way too powerful with the book. They easily defeat them and then suck Ryoga, Asuka, and Ranu into their book. Yukito finally manages to head back to the city after Emily contacts him. But he's too late and heads back to Dino House. Emily kind of gets pissed off at him. And then he ends up kind of reversing course and feeling, I think, sorry for what he did because he didn't really believe in them, but they were believing in him until the end. Back at the Dino House, oh wait, no, he doesn't realize that they were still believing in him until this happens, because back at the Dino House, Mai suddenly gets a phone call and it ends up being Ryoga using Trinoid number 13's phone call to call Mai and make sure she was okay. Yukito overhears the call and then he starts trying to brainstorm a rescue plan, but Emily's like, oh, you know what? I got an idea. And the idea is for Emily and Yukito to dress up as Japanese high school girls to sneak up on Vafa and Mikela. This is a scene, and it's pretty hilarious. Yukito is completely dressed up like a girl. They go back and forth with Mikela and Volfa multiple times. They pick him over Emily as the most pretty one. So while they're distracted by Yukito, he manages to swipe away the book. But then Emily kind of gets hit by this blast. It gets turned into Giganoid number 6. And she is Kyojin, which is like the giant. Then giant Emily kind of threatens Fofa, forcing him to turn her back to normal. Just as she shrinks down, John spots them and realizes that Yukito is an Abaranger. They try to use the collection book to trap Yukito and Emily, but Yukito uses a compact mirror to reflect the beam back at them, getting Volfa to get sucked into the book instead. When they reach in to pull him out, everyone else on the squad jumps on Volfa as he's being pulled out, and then they all end up outside in the real world instead. Yukito then destroys the collection book, freeing Killer and everybody else. The main 3 then transform and they launch into a counterattack against them. As a last-ditch effort, the villains combine a giant pile of junk that they had been collecting that kind of popped out of the book once it was destroyed. And it becomes Giganoid number 7, Shinsekai Yori, which is like from the New World. The Rangers immediately call out the Bakuryuu and form Abreno Velas, and then kind of defeat it really quickly. We head into the cliffhanger in the city with Yukito kind of chasing Emily down the street, trying to get her to delete some pictures of Yukito that she took while he was dressed up as a high school girl. When we get back after the cliffhanger, Volfa and Mikela, we have like a funny scene where Volfa and Mikela are leaving an Odin cart, and they have the regular from the Dino House that's drunk out of his mind there, and he wakes up and he kind of takes the 2 of them out on the town, and that's kind of where we leave the episode. What'd you think?
Yeah, that scene with Blue and Emily was funny. I said, yo, who's the second girl? I was like, yo. I was like, what? And I was like, wait, why I look like? I was like, yo, he looks way too much like a girl. I was like, that's scary. But it worked. So he was like, yeah, his love for his friends is way more stronger than his pride or something like that. And I was like, I see that. But anyways, at first I was like, oh, this episode's weird. He said schoolgirls were like the best thing ever. I said, first off, no. High schoolers are the worst thing to ever happen to the world. They are terrible. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. So, but yeah, but his book looks cool. I like him taking people into his book. Too bad it got destroyed. Which also begs the question, why didn't you just shoot the book at first? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. But anyways, anywho, and then to see Emily get turned into a Giganoid was like, yo, she can't catch a break. First she gets turned into a pig, and then she gets turned into a Giganoid. And what's gonna happen next? I don't know. She's on a roll. She's 2 for 2 right now, so we'll see what happens. But that is smart, just threatening to eat the guy and then getting turned back. I was like, that's one way to do it. That's why she should have just did it. Should have just ate him.
Yeah.
Ate him and his friends. And their little dog too. But yeah. I mean, overall it was a fun episode. I don't think this one was meant to be taken too serious. It was fun. It was a fun episode, and I did enjoy it, even though it was weird.
Yeah, it was nice seeing the kind of commanders head out down to the world.
Yeah.
It does show off kind of how stuck they are with Killer around. They can't really get past him, which seems really bad for them. But I am curious how that's all going to resolve.
Yeah. Like I thought that Killer was gonna like fight with him on this one because he got captured also, but then he did. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay.
He's like, nah, I
but
think I'll tell you what. How about I don't destroy you guys this episode and you guys can keep on going.
got a blast. So yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. It was nice to see the commanders come out though.
Yeah.
It was cool to see Blue kind of, develop even more his team spirit. And everybody was like, "Oh man, we didn't know you cared about us this much," and everything like that. So that was nice. It's nice to see the development of that happen because he definitely was not a team player at first
Yeah.
at all. So I want to see what happens with that. I want to see Yellow get some more development. She has gotten development, but I don't think not as much as Red and Blue. So
Yeah, she gets I don't know. I think she has gotten a lot.
but you think it's the same like amount, like the same quality of development as Red and Blue?
Probably
Red's
even
getting
more.
challenged to his Red's getting challenged in like his core belief of like, he tends to think the best in everybody, but like he's seeing like kind of like not the best or people choosing to not be good and this like messing up his like core belief system. Whereas Blue, he's not really a team player, but he's seeing, he's building that connection with his friends. I can't think of the same type of dynamic for Yellow per
Bakuryuu
se.
has had a lot of episodes, I think, because like she's gotten her pop star thing, and then we learned that she liked gadgets. She's been making a lot of gadgets for their fights too. And then we got the one with her and the future, the guy that changes the future, like a scientist or something like that. So yeah, I think she's gotten a lot of episodes.
Okay. I want to see some more.
Hey, I think they've been doing a good job with kind of fleshing out all of the characters, though. Even if it's not like a normal, this episode is like Red centric. It's like, I don't know if we've really had any that have been focused on yoga, but like we still have learned like a lot about him and got a lot of his character. So I'm pretty impressed how they pull that off.
I can agree with that. I think they're mixing, they're like doing multi-character. What's the word? They have layers to it where they cover like more than just one person at a time. So it is pretty nice.
Even
I can agree with that.
Yukito episodes, like it was focused on Yukito, but you learn a lot about yoga too. Because you start seeing how wise he is and all this other stuff. So I think they did a really good job.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see where they go from now. We're at the halfway point?
24, 25? A little bit less. Yeah, it should be.
Is the halfway?
It's probably about 50, 52.
So, yeah, so I guess at this point I'm expecting things to start like ramping up.
Yeah.
So or to shift. I expect it to go to a different place in the story. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens. I want to see the storyline with Jane.
I think it's like Jane.
Yeah. Her.
Yeah.
I want to see development there. So hopefully that is the next storyline. We'll see. I think I want to see that before I see anything resolved with Abaranger Killer O.
I don't see how you do anything without resolving Killer though.
You could probably do it at the same time. I wonder if they could kind of interweave the story because like her story is interweaved with Asuka's story.
Yeah.
And I feel like Killer O's or Abaranger Killer's story is interweaved with Ryuga. Is that his name? Ryoga.
Yeah.
The Red Ranger. So we'll see. I'm excited. But that's all I got for this one.
Same. Really good couple of episodes. Excited to see what happens next. And we will find that out next week. For now, though, we could move on to Kamen Rider Faiz. Don't close your eyes. It's time for Faiz. I don't think they say that, but
I don't think so either.
they can have that one for free.
I was say I've been trying to figure out what he says, and I can't remember.
Open your eyes for the next Faiz. I forget what it's like at the end.
Like, don't close your eyes.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Something eyes for the next time.
We're going to do episodes 23 and 24 for Faiz. Spoilers ahead for both of them. Let's start with episode 23. False Friendship. Itsuwari no Yujo. So we start this one with Kusaka going from going completely. Well, Kusaka and Yuji are finishing up their fight against the Orphanox. Yuji ends up finishing up his own fight and then kind of jumps in to help out Kusaka, forcing the other Orphanox to retreat. Afterwards, Kusaka learns that the reason Yuji keeps getting targeted is because he's trying to save humans and he wants to be kind of like a hero. He also realizes that Yuji and his crew think Faiz is kind of an evil pawn of Smart Brain because of their past run-ins, and instead of correcting him, Kusaka just shuts his mouth and starts calculating things, which obviously we know is not going to be great for the future. Meanwhile, the Lucky Clover members regroup to plan their next move. Mari is going back to her grind on delivering the cleaning to the apartments. When she gets to the Orphanox apartment, she is about to try to just put the cleaning on the door and get out, but as soon as she does, she gets grabbed by Kaido and brought in for tea. It becomes really awkward, and she ends up chugging it and then bolting from the room while Yuka kind of sits there praising Kaido. Once she goes outside, Mari runs into Yuji and then learns that he actually has somebody he likes, is what he says. And yet Kusaka is kind of lurking in the shadows, watching as this goes on. And then he walks up to Yuji and starts trying to play some mind games on him when Mari leaves. Before he can finish that, though, another Orphanox shows up and attacks Yuji, trying to get a quick kill to get into the Lucky Clovers. Kusaka steps in, transforms into Kaiza, and then beats him down. But instead of finishing him off, he starts trying to extract information from him. This is catching the attention of Murakami, who is the new president, and then mentions that Kusaka must know what happened with the Ryusei school in the past. He tries asking him about it when Kusaka ends up going straight to the bar Clover Lounge and suggests joining them. He promises he would destroy the traitorous Orphanox for them. And then we kind of get a quick flashback to a kid waking up after a kayak accident in water, of course. But once Murakami kind of asks him about what really happened in the past, Kusaka snaps and kind of gets furious. Once that scene is done, we get Mari getting a call from Kusaka, he calls her out to meet up. When she arrives, he kind of demands an answer to his earlier confession. When she doesn't answer right away, he starts losing it and kind of screams. Takumi, though, had followed Mari because he felt something was going on, and then he kind of interrupts the two and then gets Kusaka to release Mari. And then Mari runs off, and then Kusaka kind of screams for a little bit and then runs off, and then he drops the picture that he had of Mari. And then before he leaves, he says that Mari could save him by becoming his mother, which was an odd phrase. So we know that Kusaka is definitely losing it. And it's kind of creepy. So to end off the episode, Kusaka tries to pull off this huge setup. He calls Yuji out, I think. And then when he shows up to the meeting, he ends up getting, or no, he just shows up and meets Yuji. And then as he's approaching Yuji, all of the rest of the Lucky Clover members and their new hopeful show up as well. He transforms into Kaiza, and then the rest all kind of jump Yuji together. But as they're fighting, the newbie attacks Kaiza instead. It doesn't last long because as soon as he does it, Kaiza takes him out quickly. And then as he's like, okay, that's wrapped up, the other two Lucky Clover members start attacking him as well and beating him down. Just then, Takumi sees what's going on. He arrives close by. He sees them wailing on Kaiza, and then he starts running in to try to do something. And that's kind of where we leave the episode. What'd you think about it?
Little does he know. Little does he know. You know what? I don't even know what to believe anymore. Is he really trying to join them, or is he trying to set them up so that he can take them out? Or was he trying to join them and they were like, nah, but we'll set him up so we can take him out? Or were they really trying to join each other, but because old boy just got a little too overzealous or something and ended up attacking him, Kaiser was like, yo, whatever, bro, I guess you got to go. And then they were like, bro, you can't just attack us like that. We got to ride for ours. And like, what happened, bro? What's happening?
So you're on the side of Lucky Clover, like, yo, this was supposed to be like a little act, and you just offed our boy, so now we're going to try to attack you? Is that what you're going with?
That's what I think is happening.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It could be one of 4 things. It could be one of the 3 or 4. I don't know. No, but dealing with Kaiser, that dude. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to want to join the Orphanage.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
That man is he's long gone. You knew it before, and now he keeps getting worse and worse.
It's not coming back. And then freaking what's his name? Not Tanjiro. Takas. What's his name?
Takumi. Faiz.
Takumi. Faiz. He's just pulling up out of nowhere. I gotta ride for my boy. Well, not even his boy, but I gotta ride for the other belt wearer. It's like, no, you really don't. You don't gotta ride for the other belt wearer. You could just let him. You could watch him like he watched you. You could just sit back, wait, see what happens.
No, because he kind of helped Takumi out, and he gave him the new item and stuff. So I could see where he's like, and I don't think he realizes how bad Kusaka is at this point. He knows he's a jerk, but he's nice to everybody else. So maybe he just thinks it's Takumi.
Man, and then you might be right. Whatever. Okay, fine.
But yeah, we see how bad he is, and it's like, yo, this guy is bad news. You need to get rid of him. But
yeah, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
Yeah.
And then freaking Yuji pulled up. He's like, "Oh, you're just as bad as Faiz." I'm like, bro, why do you keep saying this about Faiz? Wait till you find out who Faiz is. I'm like, he's gonna switch his tune. And I was like, the one you should be worried about is Kaiser.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till Yuji meets Takumi. So Takumi. We'll see how that goes. That T scene was stupid. Like, bro. I saw a dude inch closer and closer, and I said, okay, all right. I mean, slow is cool. And then he did like this weird thing on the couch. I was like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, you're scaring us. I was like, stop. And then she like chugged her drink and left. And I said, see, that's what you get for being weird. That's what you get. Should have just committed and be like, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then you could like just complimenting him. It's weird too.
Praise me. So this was interesting. It was an interesting episode. I'm working backwards, but it was nice to see Yuji and Kaizo fight together, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't last long. But
yeah, it didn't last long. And you could see Yuji's already like, or not Yuji, Kusaka's already like coming up with a scheme. And it's like, okay, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to set
slimy.
up Faiz or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't put it past them
Yeah.
at this point. So, all in all, this was a good episode, even though I'm very disappointed in Kaisa again. So that's all I can say about it. Also, this romance stuff, please, they got to put it into it. They got somebody end it, save us.
We'll see. Well, let's see what they can do with the next episode, which is 24, yes. The Door to Darkness. Yami e no Tobira.
Kingdom Hearts?
All right, so we open this episode in the middle of the chaos with Faiz running to join the fight with Kaisa. But as he's running up, Yuji in his horse form jumps in his way, but Faiz immediately knocks him straight into the water, because that's what's going to happen. And then the four remaining fighters kind of fight it out until Murakami shows up, yells at everybody to stop fighting, and then he hurls this huge energy attack at them to kind of like stop them from fighting. Yuji ends up crawling out of the water, and then Kasaka and Murakami kind of have this shady side conversation, and Takumi kind of looks on, and then after they're done, he's kind of asking Kasaka like what's going on, but Kasaka of course does not answer him. Meanwhile, Murakami kind of drops this little huge bombshell, and reveals that the belts come from the Orphanaut King, and he's trying to figure out why there's even humans that can use the belts to transform. Meanwhile, they get a call from Kitazaki, the other Lucky Clover member that we haven't seen yet. And he tells everyone that the Orphanox, that he had turned another human into an Orphanox, making him the newest member. We get a quick cut back to the construction workers inside of the school, underneath the ground. And he's all tied up by someone, and he looks really, really scared. Back on the surface, Kaido approaches Mari again, this time with the kind of roses and a white tuxedo, about to try to marry her. And she rejects him instantly, while Yuka's kind of watching from the background, getting a little pissed. Kaito runs off, kind of crying to himself while he's wallowing. He ends up seeing the new Orphanoch, the newbie Orphanoch, kind of jumping off of a bridge. Kaito jumps in the water to save him, and then they kind of talk a little bit about both being Orphanochs, and Kaito trying to bond with him a little bit and telling him he understands what he's going through. And then Kaido gets the newbie to go to this to Murakami and make a deal that they'll let Kaido into Lucky Clover if he can steal the Faiz and Kaisa belts. To pull this off, they transform, and then they attack the next car, which happens to be Mari and Keitaro. Once they attack the car, instead of actually like doing violence, they kind of just act goofy. Act goofy to scare them. So Mari ends up calling Takumi and Kasaka, and they arrive on the scene, transform, and start fighting him off. And then Kaido and the newbie suddenly just are like, all right, bye, and then like leave. Kasaka and Takumi de-henshin, and then they jump on their bikes to try to chase after them. But on the way, they hit a police checkpoint. The police look at their bags and see the cases, and they're like, this is suspicious. We're going to take these with us. They put it in their car and then end up driving off. And Takumi and Kasaka are shocked, which they should be, because these police officers are actually Kaido and the newbie in disguise. So Kaido and the newbie drive off. they end up meeting Murakami and the Lucky Clover members, and then they hand over the belts. Murakami immediately hands the belts over to Saiko and Takuma, and then Takumi and Kusaka finally arrive on the scene. They try to run at them, and then Saiko and Takuma end up putting on the gear, transforming into Faiz and Kaiza themselves, and then gut punch Kusaka, and it looks like they're about to throw down against those guys with their own gears. And that's kind of where the episode ends off. What'd you think?
Can't believe that worked.
Yeah.
Like that's it. A lot of suspended disbelief right here.
Goofy as all get out. Well, I guess
You know what?
that was goofy AF. I guess I could see them like attacking the car, and then if it's Mari and Keitaro, them being like, "Oh no, it's an orphanage. I'm gonna call Takumi and Kisaka," but like those two letting them take the cases, like, come on, bro. I guess they don't know what they look like in their human forms, so I guess maybe that does make a little bit of sense.
And then the police, but it's just like, how did they set up a whole police checkpoint?
Yeah.
It's just like, what? You know what? Credit where credit's due. I mean, guy can play the guitar and he's pretty good at acting. So, hey, a win's a win until you hand the cases off to the other Lucky Clover people and they transform and kick you in the stomach.
Yeah.
I mean, then it's not a win. But hey, up until then. It was cool to see Kaido jump in the river to save Newbie. It's nice to see him do that because it looked like he was contemplating jumping in the river himself after getting rejected like that. So I was like, oh, look at that. Now you have another reason to not jump in the river. That has seen a lot of action over
a lot of action.
So overall, it's pretty cool. I don't know what they're gonna do now that both the belts are gone. I guess we'll finally get to see that third belt, hopefully. That they've been hinting at or rumoring. The winds have whispered, so hopefully we get to see that, and hopefully he's not or she's not a bad guy. Hopefully, it's a good person, so that I can finally be like, yeah, I like the new one. So, yeah. But it's pretty cool. Maybe the third belt will be Yuji. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh.
Maybe we'll find out why those two are able to use it. Like maybe they have some hidden orphanage gene. They just haven't gotten killed yet, I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But it is taking a turn. It is getting interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see more Kaido and his plots and ploys. The shenanigans must ensue. I love it.
I'm good with Kaido. Kaido, you could just like chill for a little bit. Bro is unhinged.
Nah, it's not as unhinged as Kaido.
Yeah, that's true.
That guy is jabber level. Yeah. Yeah, and yes, the scale on insanity is measured by how close you are to Jabber. Jabber's the peak, Jabber's the top. Heck yeah. So yeah. That's about all I thought about it. It was nice. It was interesting. It was entertaining. I'll say that. It was good.
I'm having a good time so far with the series. Obviously, Faiz is one of my favorite writers for a reason. Yeah, it's getting a little convoluted with all the relationships and stuff, but I think it's working so far how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Really curious on how they're going to get the gear back though.
Yeah. We'll see. Oh yeah, I guess it's been a while, so you don't remember, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I remember some little things, but other than that,
yeah.
I remember some things.
Yeah. I will say the journey of watching Kamen Rider is going a lot smoother than last time when I was watching the one that was like on a train or something.
Dino?
Like the first one you tried to get me to watch.
Dino?
Yeah, the dude on the train. Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying this time it's going a lot smoother.
Yeah.
I'm in it. So
you're gonna
by the
love
time we
Dino
get
when
to
it comes back to him, I think.
Okay. Like, I guess it wasn't bad when I watched it, but I was not in it.
Dino is probably a lot like a really good series too.
Yeah.
I really like Dino.
Okay.
For some really cool reasons. But we'll get to that when it happens.
All right, cool. Noise.
But
I'm enjoying this. It's been pretty nice. So
yeah,
that's it.
I think that ends up the week for Kamen Rider, and thus ends the Toku section of the evening. Have some really fun shows that we're watching. I'm pumped to see what happens next season. JJK2, ready for episode or season 3. Really ready for episode or season 3 for that one.
Really ready.
Yeah.
Yo.
But we'll get to that when we do have time, which should hopefully be next week at the same time, same place. As always, we may not have much money, we may not have much time, but there's one thing we do have a lot of, and that is
a lot of surprise that 2 plans in these shows worked. One of Blue dressing up as a schoolgirl, and one with Kaido dressing up as a policeman. That's crazy.
that is true. I didn't
disbelief.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, but yeah, they both happen kind of the 24th episode too, I think.
Yeah, suspended disbelief. Crazy.
That's weird.
We have a lot of suspended disbelief, guys.
Yeah. Anyway, stay heroic and maybe avoid giant dinosaurs if you can. See you next episode.
That's a good idea.
Peace.
And rivers. Avoid the rivers.